something to show you. My skull, it's split open from a headache.
Totally tubular. And now, a selection of our favorite songs, starting with Electric Zoo.
How many songs are we working with?
8,500.
Wow, 8,500 songs.
Correct.
That sounds like I want to die.
Well, speaking of wanting to die, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Randy, and this...
Tangents, where loving life is overrated.
Loving life, you mean loving death.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're like loving life in the capacity of looking at you, Scott, and I renting a house together.
Ah, yes. However, I haven't been loving life because I have not been thinking about any of that at all.
Well, hey, I mean, we've been talking about like looking at a December, potentially like December type move date. Maybe, I don't know. Scott's been kind of eager, McBeaver. He's like October, and I'm just like, I just got a job. Don't do this to me,
Sir. You are...
Could not. I mean, if it's all three of us together, then we might need a bit more time in the oven.
Yeah, maybe let it cook a little longer.
Cook. Nah, but like, that'd be fun. We get an apartment like the one that we've been looking at, and we're just like, deck it out with the nerdiest stuff. You walk in the door, and just the gamer stank hits you. It's a test to see if you're worthy to enter our domicile. It kills 85.
85 people or 85%?
Yeah.
I see.
It kills 85% of people, and 85 people have died. It's very it's very even like that, you know what I mean? Consistent, rather.
We've had 100 people over and there are 85 corpses. It's kind of a lot.
Yeah, we just kind of stack them up.
Stacking the bodies.
But man, maybe that'd be fun. I just think it's funny that all three bedrooms are on like the top floor, so like there'd be no getting away from the tomfoolery. However, none of us could complain that the other was like thumping around, walking and everything. Unless, of course, we were stomping around so loudly we shook the entire apartment. You just feel the wall shaking, just earthquake. No, actually, it's Randy getting up. He's feeling the funky beat tonight.
No, it's Randy getting it on.
Oh, my word. That'd be fun, though. I just think it's funny that there's... Yeah, 2.5 baths, so... I'm just imagining just... when it just breaks into Scott's bedroom if he has the master bedroom to use his bathroom. Forget your privacy, I need the toilet!
I need to take a sheet.
A sheet of paper? We have some down in the copier.
No, I need to take a sheet in the toilet.
Why do you need to flush paper down the toilet?
No, not sheet like a paper. I mean sheet like a brown thing that come out your ass.
Okay, so you mean like a cardboard?
It comes out your ass.
You eat it a cardboard.
You spit.
Oh, did I spit on you? My bad.
Yeah, you did. It ended up on my leg.
I'm sorry about that.
So, like I was saying, I mean the sheet like a smelly stuff come out your booty.
I'm telling you, lay off the cardboard.
I don't mean the sheet on the bed, I mean the sheet in the toilet.
You can put the cardboard in the toilet, it flushes down that easier. It disposes of easier. Stick up the trash bin otherwise. I didn't even know what accent that's supposed to be that we're doing. Are we making fun of Italians?
We're in Malta.
Mauled?
Seethe.
Cope. I saw Netflix subtitles. Someone described like, I think it was for like Peaky Blinders. It's like so and so seething, and I'm just like, don't like that one. She cringe.
Cringe. Mr. Krabs, can I get a raise? Cringe.
No. No raises. You do good to raise yourself out of bed every morning. Man. So how's this past week been for you?
Well, it's been a week. I'll tell you what. We went to the beach. You know, sand at it, if you will.
Did you play in the sand?
A little bit. Not like my younger brother. He built like a whole, like, power station in the sand.
Builds a small kingdom.
He was going to turn that entire beach into a kingdom.
Very cool.
Into a large-scale city.
Whenever we went to the beach, my dad would, he'd get relatively close to the water, and he'd make, like, a drip castle. Where you know, it's basically...
Drip?
Yeah. I don't know where you got the Adidas from, but...
or the Supreme.
Oh, yeah, it's the Supreme that, you know, gets you the drip status. But, nah, you know, it's basically holding something that's, you know, basically mud in your hands and letting it drip through and stack up, and it makes, like...
Oh, yeah, okay.
The ramparts and whatnot. I don't actually know, like, castle terminology, but you get what I mean.
Oh, yes. Ramparts. The ram that's in parts.
Because I hit you with the hammer. But, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. I think it'd be fun to go back to the beach. I mean, okay, last time we went to the beach was during spring break. Went out on a pier. There was just straight up dead fish at the end of it. So we just kind of had them there, and I'm just like, okay. That's weird. It's like that time that I found a body stripped of its organs outside the Denny's. Still don't know what was up with that.
Or that time I found a severed head in the bathroom at Best Pizza in New York.
A severed head!
Yeah.
Did it start speaking proverbs to you?
No, it just started speaking a language that I could not for the life of me even begin to understand.
I like to think that every time you close your eyes, you can see the words of it inscribed on your eyelids.
You know, but now that I think back on it, it was probably Hindu.
It's just a switch from your joking tone to serious that got me. Did you really see a severed head, Randy? Or did you just want to believe it was a severed head and not the most massive dump you'd ever seen in your life?
It's just the
smell.
10-foot long shit.
The smell was so just horrible that it caused you to hallucinate and dealt some damage to your brain. It cut off the oxygen in the stall, so it's like you stepped out into space.
Actually, maybe.
Oh, man. Canonically, Randy of Aaron, or Randy of Tangents, not Randy of Aaron, is a bit on the funky side.
The Randy of Eric. See, you're on the funky side as well.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's our brand, isn't it?
Yes, a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Did you see my new picture?
Oh, yes, I got one of those. Scott's a wonderful man.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
He took a picture of your little wonderful man.
Yeah, he took quite a few of them, but there was just something about that one that I was like, I want to have that there. Like...
I like how your dog's gonna grow and then you only have a picture of him as a baby on your wall.
I have a lot of photos of him. Like, I made a folder dedicated to him, and I came out with, like, 137 photos. A couple of them were not taken by me, but it's like... I'm just straight up building a catalog. This dog's gonna be 7 years old, and he's gonna take up, like
8 gigabytes of space.
Must photograph the boy!
Oh, the tail's in a slightly different position.
Nah, but here lately I've been trying to get more videos of him, because it's like... I can have photos of him until the sun goes down, but, like, videos are special. It's always nice being able to see him, like, when he's properly a big boy. It'll be nice looking at him when he was an itty-bitty boy, like he is now, just, like, running around and just growling. Like he did earlier today when he was sleeping, he just starts yapping in his sleep, or, like, barking. You can tell, like, in his dream, he's going all out. He's really letting it loose, but in real life, he's just... And I'm just like, oh, baby. In his brain, he's like, I'm a fierce warrior. I strike down many bad guys. In reality, he's just, tiny boy. I hold him in my hand.
I am Strawberry Knight, destroyer of evil!
Yeah, why not?
I don't know what the word in Japanese for knight is.
Well, you're out of luck, because neither do I. I can look it up. If we go to our very own Jisho.org, I don't know why I switched to a funky accent, but if we type in knight, we get Kishi. Or we get Kema. Oh, that's a knight's move. Stone placed on a knight's jump from another stone of the same color. Is that just... Oh, shogi. So this is the historical term. Kishi.
Yeah, okay.
And we got this one. Chivalrous person. Otokodate. Knight errant. Tomboy.
Fucking tomboy.
Yeah. Good stuff. We're just looking at our, like, abode to be here in the other link. I'm telling you, it could work.
He's all just like, Watashi wa Ichigo no Kishi. Anta ni mamorimasu.
Oh, that'd be good. I'd want this room because it has the shower.
I will protect you.
Hey, Scott, show a brief photo of this. I just want to show him what I mean, so that way I'm not just talking about showers. Okay, thanks for doing that.
You mean the shower where you drop the soap?
Yeah, and then, you know, the spirit from the nth dimension, not realizing that I moved locations, has to run extra hard to come over.
It's okay, he can do it through the space between dimensions and get there in about half a second flat.
I just love the idea that we go from, you know, y'all are just, like, enjoying y'all's time. We're chilling in our new apartment, really basking it in. I'm taking a shower, and y'all hear a tiny little thunk, followed by, oh, no! Then, thump, 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 thump.
Help! Help!
It occurs to me, have we ever explained the being from the nth dimension to the folks at home?
There's not much explaining to be done about that one.
It's more rule than anything. Drop soap, get cucked.
You mean get fucked?
Tangent Sense is entering a dangerous R18 phase of its existence. Approaching episode 69 has changed us. We fear there's someone coming. He's coming to join us.
Oh no.
And then episode 70, we just go back to normal.
It's just we start talking about politics because the only other thing we talk about is fucking sex, but subtle. And also, you know, like incels do.
What was that sound? Just...
It was from my nose. I mobilized my nasal cavity for that noise.
I see. I just start beatboxing.
Just...
So, how about that new Kubo-san chapter? Kubo-san won't let me be invisible. She'll never let me be invisible. And I'm just like, you know it! Let's go!
The title chapter!
It's making me happy. Like, I was just grinning. Like, I loved that. You saw me. I was thriving. I'm just like, I love that. I just love how utterly heartfelt it is. She was more more emotional this chapter than we've seen him the entire time, and it's like it came at the right moment. With the chapter count, I can't help but wonder if maybe the author is looking, it's like, I don't know, maybe I'll end at chapter 100. Because how many does Kubo have? Oh!
Over 100, you
never
fucking
mind.
silly.
Silly Billy. I don't know, I just love that literally gets called to the stage and instantly his classmates lose him. Just, where did he go? And he's like, I'm right beside you. Where I was.
Oh, hey, look, they can't see me. I really am invisible. Holy shit.
Mild existential crisis ensues. Well, I don't know. I feel like it'd be the status quo, but more they can.
The only ones who can see him are his wife and kids.
I mean...
The only ones.
I mean, is that such a bad thing?
Or who knows, maybe because the identifier bloodline is diluted, his kids just see a hazy figure until he starts talking.
Oh, great. That just sounds like he's dead and they can see him as a ghost.
And then he pretends to be alive whenever he talks to them.
It's kind of based.
Not gonna lie.
No, I'm going to lie. I think I will tell many fibs.
I think that my recollection of history is according to the dream I had.
What's your source? I dreamed about it.
What's your... Oh, yeah? What's your source? I made it up, Jack!
Did you beat Metal Gear Rising Revenge?
I'm still stuck on Sam.
Sam is shooting you down, huh? Absolutely slicing and dicing.
He's just cutting me down. He's cutting me to size, as it were.
Memories broken.
Memories broken.
The truth goes unspoken.
I don't even remember my name.
Close enough.
Something like that.
I don't know the season or what is the reason I'm standing here holding my blade. A desolate place without any trace. It's only the cold wind I feel. I know the rest. I'm just gonna stop. The podcast gets quiet, and I'll focus on Aaron as he sings. He hates it.
It's the worst.
It occurs to me I came into the podcast without anything particularly compelling to talk about, except for the Back to the Future novel. So I was reading it, and I noticed, wow, this is weirdly different from the movie. Back to the Future is one of my favorite films. It's the reason why I love time travel so much. I watched it a bunch as a kid. I love it, you know. And so, you know, reading through it, I'm looking at these scenes and, like, the words are on the page, I'm taking them in, but in my head I'm replaying the movie. The words merely guide me along the way. And then suddenly I just hit random scenes and dialogue that I'm like...
Where the fuck was this?
And so I look it up, I'm just like, did they write the novel before the movie? And the answer was technically no.
What the fuck?
The novelization of Back to the Future 1 was based on an early version of the screenplay that was later changed. As such, it features characterizations and scenes that just never made it into the movie. The biggest one of them is that Marty's way more of a jerk in the book. Like, he's so very just... He's such a cuckbag a little bit. Like, he's downright, like, scathing with his internal remarks.
Does your bag of cucks only have 2 cucks in it, or is it like 10 feet wide and 80 feet tall with like 100 of them?
What?
I don't know. You're talking about your cuck bag, and I'm like thinking, how many cucks can fit in the bag?
How many cucks could a cuck bag fit if a cuck bag could fit cucks?
There's your tongue twister.
Congrats. Say it around your friends. I dare you.
They're saying cocks. Cocks. Cock and bollocks.
But, what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know. It's just been really interesting. I'm almost done with it, as you saw. And again, generally speaking, it's really accurate. You know, the scenes that are from the movie told really well. But at the same time, it also features, like, little asides to characters who really didn't need building up. You know, like, have you seen Back to the Future?
I have an idea of it. I've seen bits and pieces because my dad will be watching a Back to the Future movie, and I'll be like, "Oh, what's that?"
You're just like,
pop my head in for 5 minutes.
Wow, his mother loves him. Not like you're thinking. That's the picture now. The bad type of love.
Oh God, Aaron, what am I watching?
Genteel incest, but don't worry, he brings it around in the end by leaving. He sets his parents back up. Don't worry, it's all good. But not like at the beginning of the film, when he first time travels, he winds up driving into a farm that was where the mall was. Or that, like, farm came first, then it was, I guess, changed into a mall, or what have you. And as a result, he drives into a barn. In the movie, they just come outside threatening to shoot him. And actually shooting at him at one point. And we get a little bit of, like, a joke that they think he's an alien from outer space because the kid of the family has a comic book that describes the DeLorean, basically, and Marty walking out in a radiation suit. But anyway, in the movie, they're just used to show that these people are hostile and he is not in his time anymore. In the book, it just straight up... the man's name is Otis Peabody, and I'm just like... I don't know how to feel about the fact that I know his name and that, like... I just have that information now.
His name? Otis.
Yeah, and it's like... It just like, it'll do that. It'll just randomly create asides and fill out backgrounds for characters that it's like, I wasn't expecting to know... To read these books and get lore on the Back to the Future films. I mean, they're good, but...
Star Wars lore versus Star Wars lore if Mace Windu didn't have a purple lightsaber.
Mm-hmm. But, I'm also going to be... since I'm almost done with this one, I thought about it, and I'm just like, I could read the 2 light novels that have been on my shelf for, like, 2 weeks now that I need to read. Or I keep reading the Back to the Future books, and I think I'm going to do that just because I'm curious to see if there's any other discrepancies. And then I'll get to the light novels that I bought, like, 2 weeks ago.
Ah, yes, okay. Or you could just never read them.
It's just like, what's this one about? And I'm just like... I don't know. Take a guess. Your guess is as good as mine. It's the Funky Doo. I don't know. We'll see.
Is it 2 volumes in one book?
Yes, and it's 2 stories, but like they're... So it's all in one book, all in one volume. But it's released... It has 2 of them together because it's like those are 2 stories that it's telling. 2 stories constituting 1 volume. The Funky Doo, essentially.
Uh-huh.
But all 3 of these, with the exception of, I think, the 3rd part, are like that. And then, you know, my youth romantic comedy is wrong, as I expected. That's just one... That's just a whole bunch of smaller stories building up to a continuum.
Okay.
What's the problem here?
I'm slightly confused. It says Bakemonogatari, and then it has basketball on the back cover?
Okay. Bakemonogatari means monster tale.
I see.
So, basically, it's people running into... It's basically Japanese... A bit of Japanese mythology mixed into your regular day. The person in question, and you know, it's like connected to these people that the main character runs across. In this one, it covers Kanbaru, I think it is. Kanbaru Suruga. And she's a basketball player, so hence the basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
You're reading a sports...
No, it's not sports.
I know, I'm messing with you.
I can't be known as a guy who reads sports manga, Randy. Or light novels.
Even worse. Because you don't get any action, you just have to read and imagine it.
Oh no. Picture the action. No, literally, you want to do anything with this book? Picture it, boy. Do you know there's just straight up people out there who can't, like, conjure pictures into their head? Like, I've seen where some artists literally, like, they have to draw everything out and work from there because, like, there is no, like, mental image to work from. And I'm just like...
That sounds the worst.
Like, I'm viewing all of my comic ideas in, like, Technicolor HD animation, and I have to translate that into panels. And so to, like, take that and go, like, imagine just, like, blank space. I'm just like, man, that's fascinating.
And also literally suck.
I mean, people get around it, though. That's the thing. Like, there's a way. It just takes... I think it's just a bit more challenging. I read where one dude was like, yeah, I didn't even know that, like, other people just had this in their head. He was just like, I just thought everyone was like this.
Just thought everyone saw nothing but words.
Mm-hmm.
If that. It sounds like a skill issue of being honest.
Mm-hmm. No, just like use your brain harder, man.
Just,
Make the inside of your mind a canvas and paint on it the picture you would like to make.
I think I'm like halfway there because like I can imagine stuff, but then at the same time it's always like fragmented.
Understandable.
Picture?
Yes, I drew this.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Here we go. Pretty. There we go.
Show me your style.
Yeah, it's Otsu from Vagabond. I like her. She's great. She's my new profile picture currently.
Yes.
I'll click here so that way I can pull it up and you can see it in a bit more detail. Even though you probably didn't want to.
Imagine me saying, no, get it out of here. It's ugly.
What in the world? Streamer mode enabled. I'm a live streamer? Randy!
Aaron!
But yeah, I like this profile picture. I saw it and I'm just like... Yeah, I'm changing. I'm changing. Elon.
Bro, I've had my same profile picture ever since... ever since I first saw it, I'm like, yep, PFP time.
I thought about having, like, forehead Comey as my profile picture. Like, it was a heavy debate within me.
Forehead Comey.
Yeah, you know that one where she's like... It's in the chapter where they're like... Comey just randomly asks, like, sends him a picture of her in her school uniform, and it looks like an ID picture, and then she's like, to Tadano, hey, now you send one. And he's like, huh, okay, I guess I'm doing that. And then we see the other photos that she was thinking about, and one of them's just
forehead. Looked like you were taking pills there, but no, it's just sweet tarts.
I'm taking the sweet pills.
the sweet tarts.
Sweaters. It's okay, sweaty.
Sweaty.
Let's see if I can find it.
It reminds me of this part of Diary of a Wimpy Kid where like the older brother was like told, okay, so the dog's name is Sweetie, and I want you to go out and get a dog bowl for her from the mall. And he comes back with Sweaty on the bowl. And they just ran with it.
Literally just sweaty.
Sweaty. Oh, Lord.
Oh boy. 6:30 on 6:30. Time for my pills.
Honey, those are Tic Tacs.
Where's my girlfriend? That will never not be funny, okay? That's the funniest joke. It's just, I can't take these pills. My girlfriend disappears when I do.
I don't want those pills. They make my girlfriend go away.
Man. Once again, I'm reminded of the horse that just, that horse looking out to water just, what's it called?
Man.
Yeah, literally just, man.
Why did that remind me of some guy who, like, drove a go-kart off the pier into the ocean? No, he drove it into, like, a lake or something, but still.
Dang.
He said, alright, boys, let's go! Oh, shit!
Oh, hey, a quarter. Rip. That was the sound of the brakes failing. One of these days I'll do forehead Comey. I will make that my profile picture. I need to distress that.
Profile picture?
Just throw my thermos out the window.
The window?
Yeah. Throw it over there.
To the window! To the wall!
Alright, where next? Or what next?
I don't know. The song doesn't really specify. After it talks about to the window, to the wall, like 4 times, it's some unintelligible black people talking.
Randy! That's the way you said that made it sound slightly like you had contempt for the way that black people say things. Are we getting into racial tension on the
I
podcast?
wouldn't if I could understand them. No, I'm just kidding.
Did I spit on you again?
No.
Okay, thank goodness. I was worried.
Actually, you did. I just wanted to get your hopes up.
Aww. My bad. I'm gonna turn my head this way. The entire podcast, you're just gonna have to listen to me like a little bit muffled as I'm looking away.
Why does this remind me of this one? It's literally in the 1980s when they were still figuring out color. The scene of this girl going, "Respect you, I." The guy's just like, eh.
What? 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 I'm sorry, run that by me one more time.
I gotta show you this video, bro.
My guy,
If I
we've
can
got
find
the...
No, it's because it was sent in a Discord that I'm in.
I see.
And it's not very active, so it shouldn't take me forever. What's your gamer tag, Heisenberg?
No, he says, why is your gamer tag Heisenberg? Oh, you know, thought it'd be funny, you know, laugh a little. I'm tired, boss. What? Look at the title of this video!
Stop sleeping on the lesbian golf mafia anime.
Did you know that the Mafia had an unprecedented amount of cuckoldery in it?
That's pretty amazing.
Or at least according to one of my friends who took a class, like, about, like, Mafia film studies. Or something akin to that. All I know is that she came out of it with an experience relating about that. That was, like, the main takeaway she had is, like, they talk a lot about cuckoldry. The Mafia has many things. Power, control over the streets. But the one thing it does not have is properly safe marriages.
Yeah, sadly, I don't think I'm finding it.
Well, that's a little bit unfortunate.
Yes.
And by little, I mean really. I'm hurting over here.
Hurting
That's
that you
just-
don't have to see such a gross thing.
I'm just curious because it just sounds so utterly bizarre.
Homie was just down so bad.
Down calamitous.
Down foolish.
Down the worst that a fella can be. Ah! You mean... Ah!
Ah! This brings you back to the beginning.
It all comes full circle in the end.
Crush
Memes! The DNA of the soul.
including crush my cock with a rock I must. Extreme pain I must endure.
No, he says
Ready?
maximum pain I
Oh,
must
yes.
endure.
Oh, yes, he says maximum pain I must endure. Ready? Okay, here we go. Ah!
He just screams as loud as he can. That guy moaned, and he must have moaned this loud. Oh!
He said, "Ah!"
I just love that. I love that that man, like, the first thing that occupied his mind wasn't, I should just tell them the information. It's like, I need to show them. They need to experience it, even if it's secondhand.
He had to moan at least this loud, he said.
That's what the guy's just like, I have experience with moaning, and get ready.
Probably projecting.
What can he say? He moans when he wipes.
When he what?
You've seen that meme? I moan when I wipe.
Oh, that okay. I thought you said when he wifes. I was like,
When he wipes. Male wife.
oh yes, whenever he has to do the dishes.
No, that's just called taking care of housework.
No, because his wife's out making the money, so he's stuck being the dishwasher. It's just like, I need food, and brings her back a dishwasher packet.
Eat.
Here you go.
My youth romantic comedy is wrong as I expected. At one point, the main character, he's in high school, he gets asked, like, what do you want to be for your, like, all this lack of ambition, what do you even want to be? And he's like, I want to be a house husband. I want to stay at home. And I'm just like, I can't.
Husband.
I'm just like, I won't lie, I respect it. Like, if nothing else, I respect the honesty. No, but in actuality, that's just a cop-out answer. He just doesn't care.
A bum.
What?
No, I just imagine, you have such a low motivation. What do you want to be? A bum. Just no hesitation.
Oh, I thought you said a bomb. And I'm like, kaboom?
Dokkan! I don't know, I think that's how they say boom!
Maybe.
Maybe. I know that for whatever reason, Yanfei's a Japanese voice actor says boom in English for some reason. Whenever she's doing her skill,
Yeah.
it's just like boom!
That sounds kind of cute, though.
It's adorable. Of course, I'm not doing it justice at all.
I like to imagine you have this very, like, stoic face as you're playing, and then she goes, boom, and you, like, melt for a half second, and then you're back to the stoic face. Just
No, that's me whenever I'm attempting a really hard challenge and I'm about to die, and I'm just like, boom! I'm just like...
If I had an ability, I would definitely make it to where it was, like, fingers snapping activated.
Okay, no, literally, the Hersher of the Void. She goes, and then all these portals appear and all the enemy attacks get redirected.
Sounds funky.
It sounds fucking amazing. That cutscene had me, like...
Thriving, I'm assuming.
No, because that was the main character, possessed.
Oh. Not thriving, then.
Not
Okay.
thriving then. Yes. However, at the time, I was just like... I just, my jaw was dropped. I could not process that this was suffering.
Mm-hmm. Man. What's it called? What was I gonna say? If I look at my phone long enough, it'll come to me.
I believe the cutscene was called Befall. The problem with all these cutscenes is I have to wait for you to see them yourself.
Yeah.
Because literally, I show any of them to you, and it's spoilers.
Such is the nature of things. And it's one of those things I wish I had a more concrete, like, this is when I'm going to really knuckle down and do it. But I don't. And that's the tough part. Because it's like, getting into a gacha game is tough. Like, not everything is Genshin Impact, where it's like you can still enjoy the world to a degree. Because Honkai Impact, it is literally, it's like, okay, go to the mission. Hit the button. Walk. And then you get done and it's like, okay, do it again. Okay.
Yeah, no, the tutorial holds your hand way too hard. I wish there was just a turn me off button.
No, it doesn't hold my hand. It grips my neck and says, walk.
I guess there's just a lot to show you is the problem. It's because it's a whole... It's kind of like you're at the... Fuck, I'm trying to put this into words. It's kind of like you're at the control center of like your ship. Deploy my Valks.
I don't know. I'm very much so the type of person that I either like the tutorial to be integrated into the world naturally, like how Breath of the Wild handles it with the Great Plateau, or I like it how Hollow Knight does it to where it tells you enough for, it'll show you on-screen prompts for moving and jumping to get you started, and everything past that are on lore tablets or are on like big tablets that it's like people with their first time to the game are probably going to walk up and look at them, and then you'll learn stuff. But people who are replaying it, you don't have to sit through it. It's just you run through a cave, you run outside, and you get going.
I guess it's because they really don't like people who have alternate accounts.
What do you mean?
That's why you can't turn off the tutorial, so that it's really
Oh,
hard
okay.
to it's really hard to re-roll.
Yeah.
And I mean, I currently have a re-roll account set up, but I mean,
Well, there's a part of me that really kind of just wishes I could start over in Honkai from scratch to just kind of get the full experience.
you probably could. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, do I really want to do that? I remember.
I mean, how far did you get? Which chapter?
I can't remember.
Like 3?
I do not remember. Hold on a second.
Only 2?
Here, it won't take me long. I have desktop audio turned
The voice
off.
in the dreams?
The funny voice.
Revenge has... Betrayal has a silvery smile?
Memories broken. The truth goes unspoken.
I can't even remember my name?
I don't know the season or what is the reason I'm standing here holding my blade. A desolate place without any trace. It's only the cold wind I feel. Can I get in without updating it?
No.
It's me that I spy
that's a
as I
lot,
stand up
actually.
and fight.
No, never mind. Don't check.
The only thing I know for real, there will be blood
Shed!
The man in the mirror nods his head, the only one left. And, that's about all I remember. Replacing files? Replacing him with what? 150 chickens? Come on, give me the chickens.
Open.
That didn't take that long. Why did
By the
those
way-
break?
No. This is going to take a while. Because they just released a new Valk.
Let's just see. It can't take that long. 8 minutes, that's not that bad.
Yeah,
8 gigs. Oh.
Yeah, it's that bad.
I like how, very clearly going from this launcher to the Genshin one, they, copy paste. They just went, okay, we've got some good stuff. Is that Leonardo da Vinci?
Her name is Griseo. I believe that they have a Da Vinci, as a stigmata set.
Wow, you want to know what that reminds me of?
What?
Fate Grand Order.
I'm
Is
going
now when
to
you
kill
kill
you.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Today on Tangents, Randy and Aaron watch a game update and then do not play it. Randy is desperate for Aaron to play, but he will not.
Well, I don't really need you to play. I just wish that you'd remember the fucking chapter number.
It has been a long time since I played, though. That is
I know.
the problem.
2 years since you first opened it?
No. I opened it before then. I opened it a little bit. I want to say I, tried to give it another go in November. And then for some reason or another, I pitter-pattered out. I for the life of me, can't remember why, but, since then...
What'd you do, run out of stam?
No, I think I just ran... Well, okay, if I ran out of stamina, I'm more referring to the real-life stamina of, I don't want to play anymore.
No stam, can't go up.
It's no Elden Ring. It won't make me keep coming back for the third playthrough, get me more! I tell you, if Elden Ring gets a DLC, that's it. I'm done for. Because my plan is to replay the entire game before tackling the DLC with, replay the game with a new save completely. However, they added a little quality of life thing that makes me so happy. Because if you get all the bells and everything in one playthrough, it'll carry over to your other New Game Plus playthrough, so you don't have to re-get them. And I'm like, I had to get them all 3 times to upgrade my weapons and everything, because I like to change things up. And I'm just I'm torn, because on the one hand, easier. On the other hand, screw you.
You bitch!
Oh.
You bitch!
Persona 5 is finally coming to the Switch. Atlas fans can finally
Switch.
shut the hole underneath their mouths. It's gonna look like garbage.
It's gonna look bad. It's a turn-based combat game with maybe running through dungeons when you're not fighting. Yes, dungeons. That's how I feel about that fucking franchise.
Randy, you're ruining it.
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 It just sounds like a car not wanting to start. Ruining it. Ruining it.
Ruining it.
Sorry, go on.
Speaking of which, today is the second time that I've actually heard a car struggle to start. They were just like...
Our Fit would sometimes struggle to start back where we used to live when it got cold out. We'd be sitting there like ice on the windshield.
Hot outside.
I'm aware. I'm relating the story here. Give me a moment. I'm just saying extreme weather conditions do be making cars act funky, I guess. But yeah, it was the most nerve-wracking thing sitting there in like freezing weather. The windshield hasn't even been cleared. And my dad's just sitting there just trying to get the car to go like, come on! He didn't actually really get that mad about it. He's just like, come on.
Well, you could always pulse the gas pedal, just... And that'll probably send your car the message that it needs to be like, okay, more gas.
Man, look at how quickly the download speed is zooming.
Uh-huh.
It's still downloading the resources. That kind of hurts my bones a little bit.
Oh, yes, and it'll download again once you're in the game is the problem here.
Why?
I know, right?
What's the point of the launcher process, then? Like, really, what is the point? Why am I sitting here?
To make you download it. Really, though, I know that's exactly why they have it set up like this. You're like, oh, you know, it's an 8 gigabyte game, it's whatever, and then you get in there and it's another 8.
16 gigs total, I guess.
Yeah.
So 8 gigs for the zip and 16 for the full.
Yes. Oh, it's not a zip, they just download more shit.
Although it is interesting. I want to replay, or I want to hop back into Resident Evil 2 because recently it got an update for, I think, the like, whatchamacallit? Well, okay, it says...
Non-ray tracing version now available.
We've reactivated the previous version that... Oh, okay, so you could get... So basically you can play either one. I could play ray tracing or I could play normal. Yeah, okay, so...
Oh, okay. No, I know what exactly what happened. They said, are you fucking kidding me?
I can't handle ray tracing. This is only hurting me. And they're like, oh. Well, if you want to be a wet blanket about it, here's a button.
Thanks, bitch. Did I speed it on you?
You did not spit it on me. Or if you did, you spat on my sleeves, which I didn't feel, so it doesn't count.
Probably still actually counts, but whatever.
It'll be different if I wipe my arm later and I just find a massive glob of your spit. Then I'm coming to your house. But other than that, it's like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You're coming to my house.
You just suddenly hear the Duke Nukem music. What do you mean? What do you mean you lost the baby? Go find it.
Wow, that's a lot of words.
Too bad I'm not reading them.
And then it's just like, hey guys, Crispix here, and I'm gonna show you how to swap your whole damn engine.
Throw out the old one. Oh, you mean like lift it out safely? Pick it up.
With your fucking arms, you weak shit.
Make sure the engine was just on for 5 hours beforehand, though. It loosens it.
Fucking Crispix. Imagine if he was so fucking stupid.
No, he's just bold. And a little stupid. I mean, that would be a little stupid.
Burning your hands on purpose is stupidity. I don't know if you realize this or not. But...
No, I realize it. I was just making a joke. Randy, I'm dumb. I'm not stupid.
I believe those are the exact same things. Unless we're talking can't talk kind of dumb.
No, I'm just making a joke again. I'm the funny man. I went to clown college, remember?
Oh, yes. That's why you learned how to juggle me in Smash.
Shmish. We haven't played Smash Bros. In a long while.
Yeah.
You want to change that?
Maybe, maybe not. Thinking's kind of hard right now.
Maybe next week.
Maybe. I don't know. It's because I'm kind of messing myself up at the moment. I woke up at 5 a.m. today.
Why?
I don't know, because I went to sleep at 6 p.m. last night.
Dang.
Call it night. I was just tired. And I'm still tired, but I mean,
That's fair enough.
it says verify resources 1 out of 1. It's doing it again.
I mean, instead of messing yourself up, I mean, you could just set it right.
Maybe. I think what it is it unpacked it for the verify, and it said, all right, now we're actually verifying.
It says, all right, nerd, let's get it done.
Watch, I was wrong, and it's like 16 gigabytes for the second. Warnings, read before playing.
I couldn't even read that quick enough. Hoyoverse! In case you couldn't tell, I was meaning to say that like Dinkelberg. Updating settings, I touched none of them.
Oh no, this is like their smaller updates.
Oh yeah, don't they do that every time you open it up?
Yeah, if you don't touch it for a week or two in between. Sometimes it's
Man,
every
I wonder
day.
who that is.
Sometimes it's every day.
I just love the scorn in your voice as you say, like, you know, if you don't touch it for a week or two, and I'm over here, I haven't touched it in like a year.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's like that one in-law I don't want to
really
look
not
at.
going to be mad at you about that. That's completely fucking normal.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll, like, occasionally I would log in to, like, go, okay, free
so
gems.
Did you get any bastards from the starter supply while it was still going?
It might still be going. We can find out.
No, it's not. It's been way too goddamn long.
Okay. 10,471 megabytes.
Yeah, 10 gigabytes. Oh, yes. This is honestly really beautiful.
I love the fact that, like, none of this footage is going to be seen.
I know.
That literally they don't need to.
Yeah,
Anyway.
also, we have the audio off, so that's fun.
I'm gonna do this for the fun of it. There we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the background.
Yeah, it's just in the BG.
Oh, it occurred to me, you could probably kind of hear it a little bit because my headphones are right there.
You should probably turn your volume down, sir.
There we go.
That's probably not quite enough, but that's okay.
Time left, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. 7 minutes, 6 minutes.
Honestly, the event for this one, because this is our new Valk here. Except it's not really a Valk, it's just somebody's child with special powers.
Hey, it's Paint. It's like those Mickey games.
Yeah, no, she's actually a really powerful bleed support.
Interesting. I never played the game enough to really learn the combat, though.
Yeah,
As
okay.
evidenced by the fact that I don't even remember how much I played to begin with.
Okay, so basically, my current team is set up so that I have somebody in the background who, like, just, like, occasionally sends things out without ever having to be like, brought into the field.
Mm.
Then I have a really, really fast attacker to help, you know, activate those specials. And then I have insurance between them.
Nice.
Literally, I have my fun gameplay, and then I have the meta.
Oh my word.
Except it's not actually meta anymore. This is our Valkyr, Griseo.
Nice. Don't worry, Randy. You don't have to worry about having spit on my arm. I sneezed on my arm, so we're even.
I see.
Why did Google Chrome open up?
I don't know. So you could take a look at Griseo.
No. I don't wanna. I don't really feel like it. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it is. It occurs to me, like...
You're still on chapter 1.
No, I know. I think... I want to say I'm at, like, chapter 3. How many chapters are there? A
A
lot.
shit ton.
Way too many.
29 now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They... is it like with Genshin how they update it? Like this is version 5.8. Is it like does it up a version every year? So like this year it'll move up to 6.0.
Maybe, I'm not sure. This is the this year was the 4th anniversary for no wait, this is probably year 5.
Mm-hmm.
However, it'd be kind of weird, because I think this is 5th anniversary for China. Because it's released in China, maybe Japan. They call it Southeast Asia.
He's wiggly around. Just, You're ruining it. You're ruining it.
You already downloaded 4 gigabytes.
Time left 25 minutes. I want to die.
Nah, it's just fucking with you. It's because whenever you look at it, your speed goes down.
Well, I won't ruin it anymore. I'll look away.
You won't ruin it.
I won't ruin it.
You won't ruin it.
So, recently I've been reading through, while I've been reading through everything, you know, balancing all the medias I'm experiencing, Peaky Blinders, which I finished, Back to the Future novel, I'm going to say Peaky Blinders again, Omori. I've also been reading through Land of the Lustrous. It's anime Steven Universe. Not really, though. It's better. It's actually
hope
good.
So.
I never really committed to watching Steven Universe, though, so I can't really speak on its quality. All I know is both of them are about gem people, but Land of the Lustrous does some interesting things with it. But it's been interesting. It's another one to where it's like order is established and there's shady implications for the order, you know, that are gradually explored as the manga goes on. The main character slowly is just kind of becoming an amalgamation type creature, and it's really interesting watching that shape out. I'm looking forward to seeing where it takes us. I know that it was on hiatus until really recently, so I'm catching up just in the nick of time.
Nice.
I'd recommend giving it a go. I think you might enjoy it.
I probably would.
The art's kind of simple and everything, but it has an undeniable level of charm to it. That is to say though. That isn't to say though that it can't do some pretty things whenever it puts its mind to it. Here, I'll show you a little bit. I sometimes capture little snapshots that I'm just like, this good. Like this is a cool cover that I really like. It's strange, but like the funky do. Hold on a moment.
Well, I've been grinding Genshin so long that I've like literally like got fucking Gacha Game Japan to like 90%.
Gacha Game Japan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean now. But yeah, there's another
Inazuma or something like that.
I like this one. It's simple, but it's pretty.
Oh yeah, really, really fast?
Really, really fast. And there's another one that shows off the detail. You know, it's... I don't know how to describe this art style. It's so... It manages to be so gorgeous, like, and compelling. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like...
Concerning their piece of shit car, what is it again? Hyundai's CEO said it best. Being... simplicity breeds timelessness.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's actually pretty accurate. Like, I don't know. It's like I went from reading Vagabond to reading this, so it's like the... But at the same time, I find it very hard to compare them because it's a case of art styles going and aiming for different things. Vagabond's aiming to depict reality, a sense of stylized realism, but Land of the Lustrous is very much so trying to depict its own style, you know?
Yo, hey. Skull is playing Star Wars The Old Republic?
Heck yeah, I've never played The Old Republic.
I played Knights of the Old Republic. It's just turn-based combat with really detailed everything. Yeah. It's basically just Persona, but Star Wars, and you have the Force.
Starsona!
Basically. Your Stars... Alright, design your Starsona.
Wow, I'm gonna get bullied on the internet already.
Nice. A minute. Look, I told you, you just gotta stop looking and it'll fucking. Pew!
Yeah. Talking makes the time fly by.
Mm-hmm. However, I'm not talking time, I'm talking speed.
Yeah, naturally. I mean, a watch pot never boils. A viewed bar never progresses.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Man. It's weird to think what the future could hold.
You know, it's kind of funny. My dad says a watch pot never boils, but I've watched a pot boil before.
Well, yeah, but it's a figure of speech. You know what he means. You get it.
No, I don't, because I watched a pot boil, Aaron.
No, I mean, okay. Watch pot never boils in the sense that, like, just sitting around watching it makes the time feel longer. It feels like it's never going to boil.
I know I'm messing with you.
You're ruining it! It jumped up to 8 minutes.
Yeah, see, as soon as you looked at it again, it's...
No, it's because I looked at it to begin with. I should have just let it finish and waited until the anime screaming filled my ears. Imagine, it just knows you don't have your headphones on, so it screams.
Yep.
Your headphones are broken, so it makes the game think that you don't have them, and your ears are broken after the fact. Screams so loud. That man moaned, and he must have moaned this loud. Oh, man. Oh, it's back down. So tell me, what type of note do you want to end this episode off on? And a note of inspiration, of hope for whatever we may be doing. Like, tell me, like, okay, say we rent a house. What's the first thing you're doing?
Actually, you know what? I hope that shadowy figure doesn't come over here. Fuck, my hopes are
Me
dashed.
too.
It's coming over here.
Randy, a watch pot never boils. A watched bar never
I'm watching
progresses.
it. It's boiling.
A viewed shadow being never doesn't pursue. Run. Randy, turn back, quick!
Okay, what's going on?
I rolled too low. He knows. I can't get away.
Oh shit, you only got weapons?
No, I'm entering turn-based combat and I can't run away.
Oh, fuck!
Quick, Randy, hit him with a hoagie.